actually today and tomorrow is switching, so we'll do the first tomorrow. She's the one making it for us. She works for pharmaceuticals, and the company that she works for actually saw her and now has a clinic up there. So that's how I ended up out there, and then they come over back here on the pressure. So. Did you make it over this?
Okay guys, so I was down at Steamtown in Scranton, Pennsylvania, checking out Steamfest, and just happened to bump into, hey, Bernie from the Erie and Lackawanna Dining Car Preservation Society. So you guys know we all spent some time on the dining car last time we were down here, and he was kind enough to invite me over to his house and check out his layout. So Bernie, when did you start this layout? Because it's huge.
It started, thank you Dave, and it was a pleasure to see you down at Steamtown again today. I wasn't surprised, didn't expect to see you there. Glad that you're able to come over to the house tonight and spend some time. Layout started construction in 2009, so we're about 10 years into it, and this is where we're at so far.
So what are you modeling?
The lower level here is the Delawanna Railroad Railroad. And the general gist of the town down here is supposed to represent Scranton. There are some actual scratch-built buildings that are replicas of the buildings in the city here, but it's loosely based on the city. The upper level is Union Pacific Railroad, and the two railroads interchange traffic when we do operating sessions here.
Right on, that's kind of cool. So why'd you pick Scranton?
Just my city that I live in, and I just wanted to kind of replicate some of that a little bit. I had a friend that was nice enough to build some of the buildings for me, and you know, I was very good friends with him. And he's passed on, so a lot of those buildings have a sentimental value as well.
Right on. So you got a favorite spot on your layout that you really like? Oh, I know, trick questions, hard questions.
Yeah.
Weren't ready for that one.
I'm going to say it's probably, I have an area at Cayuga Junction that's got a nice little S-curve in it, and I just love watching the trains kind of snake through that curve as they're coming through the layout, especially the longer trains.
Right on. So what was the hardest spot on your layout to build?
The hardest spot, I'm going to probably say, was I had a couple obstacles. One was the going behind I have a shelf that runs behind the hot water heater, the furnace and all that, and I would say that area was kind of difficult. Also putting the I have a lift bridge as you enter into the layout room, and I'd say that was probably one of the more difficult areas to engineer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get some footage of that too. So now the big buildings that are in the center, is that part of Scranton?
Not so much the big buildings. I'll pan over here. This large building here, this is the Scranton Marketplace building, which is now Kevin's Wholesale. That's on Papous Avenue in Scranton. That building still exists. There's also a former C&J freight station that's on the layout, and that's right across the street from Steamtown where we work today. So they're two of the buildings. There's about 3 or 4 others here too.
Now you really got to tell me, if we can go around the other side, you got to tell me about the hospital.
All right.
I was just fascinated with this building, and it just looks so real. And just to look at it alone, you can tell it's the hospital.
Yeah, so this is the Mercy Hospital, which is now the Regional Hospital of Scranton. The story behind this was actually built by the engineering company that was going to add on to the hospital, and they built the model to show what it would look like when it was finished. It was in the hospital for many years in a plexiglass case. At one point the hospital decided that they no longer had room for it and didn't care to keep it. It was given to a friend of mine who then ended up not having space for it, and he offered it to me, and here it is. And that's an actual professionally engineered model of the actual hospital that's within the city here.
Oh, so you didn't scratch build this?
I wish I could take the credit for it, but unfortunately.
Yeah, so do I. I was going to get you to build me one. Well, right on. I'm glad I came over and saw some of this. And it's quite amazing to see you actually model the town that you live in. A lot of people don't do that. They really broaden their horizons and reach for something that's far away, but to model your hometown and everything else, you can just go out in your backyard and it's right there. So
Yes.
it's really cool.
And I appreciate you coming on over today. It's an honor to have you here. You know, again, it was just an unexpected visit for you today, and I really appreciate you coming over.
Well, I had to get onto that dining car again. I had such a good time the first time. So
All right.
food's pretty
Awesome.
good. So
Good. Glad
All
you
right.
enjoyed it.
so your channel is again.
Bernie's Model Railroad.
All right. How long you been on YouTube?
Since 2013.
Yeah. Right on. So what do you like about YouTube the most?
Just the ability to share what I've created here with everyone, and that's what got me to start YouTube, to get on YouTube, is because I had this that I was building in my house, and you know, I wanted to share it with everyone, and that's why I do what I do.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, I'm going to take a better look around your layout. So
All right, thanks for coming by today.
thanks. Bye.
That was hard to overcome.
Yeah.
And what I did was I
I'm
ended up.
still not talking. I'm comfortable with goofing off in JB's videos,
Yeah,
but in my own, I don't talk.
yeah.
That's weird. Of course, you know, we do things.
Company, see the Greenfield. That's about Greenfield. They did that too. Dixie City had a water truck. They got rid of it when they got the new one. It was sold to Taylor Fire down the road.
Part of rear end of the one, and rear end of the other, rear end of the other. Because we literally inside the neighbor's still with us. And you hear it. You just turn around and look. Like, oh crap!
No, I wasn't on that one.
We have the largest